Hey y'all, it's Sierra aka Capricorn Moon Goddess back with another video. This is going to be a video of me going over the decks that I use for Halloween, just in case you're needing some ideas on what decks to use for Halloween. I do apologize, I forgot to turn off my fan, so y'all probably hear that in the background. I have like 3 tarot decks, and then the rest are going to be oracle decks. So we are starting with Dia de los Muertos Oracle by Kelly Sullivan Walden. Okay, just gonna quickly show the cards. This is not gonna be an in-depth review. I believe I did a review over this deck, a longer review over this deck already. So you can check my channel out if you're wanting to see a more in-depth review. But this is what the back of the cards look like. Okay, nice and orange, like the color of a pumpkin for Halloween. Okay, very nice card stock. So here are what the cards look like. Just quickly going to go through the cards. The words are in Spanish. However, the book is in English, so the meanings are in English. But I really like this deck. This is a deck that would be good for ancestor readings as well. And I know what some of the words are because I did take Spanish in high school and college. So I'm able to figure them out. You can also pretty much figure out what the words mean based on the photos or the pictures, the illustrations. There are a lot of cognates, which means they are words that they're spelled similar to English words. So if you speak English, you can figure out a lot of these words. But yeah, I really like this deck. Very nice and thick card stock. Very vibrant colors, but it is matte. So if you use a ring light, like if you make videos and you use a ring light, you don't have to worry about the ring light glaring on the cards. Yeah, so this is the Dia de los Muertos deck, and I'll show y'all the book. So there's a message, a quick message for each card. Okay, so turn your broken heart into art, and then there is a quote, and then there's a message, and then I believe there's an ancestor message for each card too. Okay, so yeah, there's an ancestor message for each card, and then there is the meaning of each card, as well as a mantra. So you're getting a lot of information. You're getting the name of the card to go off of. There's a number. There is a small little keywords right here. There is a quote, ancestor message, the meaning of the card, and a mantra. That's a lot of information, okay? That's a lot to work with. So sorry, y'all, I'm making the camera shake. But yeah, so Dia de los Muertos Oracle, Wisdom from the Departed Beloved. I will have links to all of these decks, Amazon links to all of these decks in the description box. So you can purchase using my particular link if you want to. Next, most of us know about this deck from Stacey DeMarco, the Halloween Oracle, lifting the veil between the worlds every night. Okay, this is a deck that a lot of people use for Halloween, and it's because it's very beautiful. This is one of the most vibrant decks that I have. So this is what the back of the cards look like. Card stock isn't as thick as the other deck, but it's still very good card stock. Okay, very nice to be able to shuffle this deck. Still pretty sturdy. I've been having this deck for years, and this card stock is very sturdy. They are large oracle size, okay? But do you see how vibrant this deck is? Okay, so just gonna show you some of the cards. I like this keyword, emotional intelligence. So yeah, I'm one, I really pay attention to the words, not just the pictures, but the words as well. So we've got Black Cat, fortune meets opportunity. I like those words. Skull of darkness, blind spots. Okay. This is a glossy deck though, so my ring light is glaring. I don't know if y'all can see the glare, but I can see the glare. So this is one of my favorite cards. Really love this card. But yeah, it is going to glare if you are using a ring light. I really like this apple card too. I don't know why, I just really like it. Invisibility, authenticity. I don't see too many decks that have the word invisible in it, so I like that. I love this owl card. The owl is one of my spirit animals. Unnecessary fear. Love this ancestors card as well. And I love this dawn card because it has another nice, very nice looking owl. Okay, so once again, that's the Halloween Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Well, I just put this all backwards. I'm trying to hurry up because I don't want to make this too long. And I got several decks. So, next, we're going to do Divination of the Ancients Oracle cards by Barbara Michael John Free and Flavia Kate Peters. They have quite a few decks out here. So this is more of a purplish color instead of the orange, but still Halloween themed, okay? Same kind of cardstock. I wouldn't be surprised if these were published by the same publisher as that other deck I just went over. But these are very nice, vibrant cards as well. This can be used to figure out what people's spiritual gifts are. Like this is reading tea leaves, foresight. So it's all the different forms of divination that can be used. We've got footprints, thunder and lightning, runes. This is another deck that is pretty well known throughout the spiritual community. You'll see several people using it. And there is information about each particular form of divination in the book. So if it's something you have never heard of, you can look in the book and it'll give you a small amount of information. You can always look further into it if you're further interested. But yeah, really like these cards, and I always break these out around Halloween or whenever I'm doing a spiritual gifts reading. Hydromancy, dreams, palmistry, ornithomancy. It's a lot of things that you never probably even heard of in here. Geomancy. Okay. What's some of the I feel like I could have said some more of what the forms of divination were. I saw I Ching in here, smoke, astrology, lots, phrenology. See some things, augur. Some, it's not just the same everyday things, ogum, that you hear. Okay, so that is the Divination of the Ancients Oracle deck. Next, we are going to use Lace Vampires, okay, by Lucy Cavendish. Artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. And I got this for the keywords. The artwork isn't really my style of artwork, but these are very nice cardstock. Some of her other decks don't have the same cardstock. It's a little bit, less, I don't know. I don't want to say cheaper, but it seems cheaper. But anyway, this is what the backs of the cards look like. And I really love the keywords on these cards. These are very pretty nice thickness. And they are matte, so they won't glare. We've got outsider, misfit, loner, wanderer. So there's a number, there's a keyword, and then there's a few other keywords. We've got natural, real, organic. I like that. The last day in the light. The past, a prison. That death will come. Reason, enlightenment, death rights, burnt by the sun. Hunter, aggressor, tracker, provider. But this artwork goes really well with Halloween. Vampires go well with Halloween. We have courtesy, thoughtful, polite, good manners, compassion. The monster within, seduction. Supernatural. Prey, like Prey. Anti-hero. Thirst, nightmare, ancient, knowledge, sacrifice, redemption, immortal, love conquers all, and discipline. All right, I really like this deck. I don't like decks that are too like bubblegum, all 100% positive. I like decks that are real and straight to the point, so that's why I really like that particular deck. Next, we have Seasons of the Witch Mabon Oracle. So I believe there's several Seasons of the Witch decks. She has a series of them. This is the Mabon Oracle out of that series. I love the backs of these cards. Okay, I don't have any cards that are this color, this burnt orange. Very nice color, especially for Halloween. We've got orange gilding as well. All right, so you get a nice picture. I guess I'll zoom in since these are smaller. That's too much. So you get a nice picture, you get a key phrase, and then you get a saying on the bottom and then a number. So witches gathering, gather in power, come together in grace. Unity is rising and all will be embraced. Okay? Witches rosary, mead and wine, campfire, apothecary cabinet, darkness falls, reaper, apple of my eye, pomegranate, cranberries, root vegetables, ghost whisperer, pumpkin spice, and apple cider. This is a fall themed deck, as you can see. Coven, peppers, so it goes perfect for Halloween. I think Mabon might be a celebration in the fall. I don't know, but I believe that's the case. Falling leaves, fire cider, autumn equinox, scarecrow, Queen of the Dead. This is perfect for Halloween. Haunted house, fawn, corn maze, maple tree, caco, tea magic, harvest moon, tobacco, coming of darkness, shape shifting, grieving, breathwork, kitchen witchery, harvest witch, and straw bale. Okay, perfect deck for Halloween. And it's just nice. It's aesthetically pleasing. I love aesthetically pleasing things. I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra. I love things that are pretty. Okay, next we have The Witching Hour, which is by the same creator. This is not in her Seasons of the Witch series, but it is the same creator. Hold on one second. So this is what the backs of the cards look like. It's like a brown. It kind of look a little burgundy-ish on the camera, but it's more of a brown. Okay, the colors of these aren't as much of Halloween themed as the other deck, but it is a witch deck. Okay, so that would be great for Halloween. We've got Witch of the Wood, the Blood Trail, Salt, Cloak and Dagger, Dance, the Spirits, Familiar, Midnight Moth, the Initiation, the Witch Hunter, Mud and Moss, Bewitched, As Above So Below, Forgotten Ghost, Witching Herbs, Coven, the Flames. I really like this card. Nice, nice, nice. Moonwater, Broken Branch, Book of Spells, Seasons of the Witch, Flying Ointment, Crossing the Veil, The Witching Hour, To the Grave, Invocations, Solitary Witch, The Hanging Bones, The Spell is Cast, Feeding Crows, Secret Trail, Witch's Brew, and The Elements. Alright, this one isn't like gilded, but it does have like a yellowish color border. Not border, edges on the deck. So anyway, the Urban Crow Oracle by MJ McCullough. MJ Cullinane. I can never say her name right. This is what the backs look like. So we've got Insight, Observation, Exposed, Abundance, Communication, Soar, Curiosity, Sacred Space, Mimicry, Resistance, Balance, Self-Interest, Commitment, Wrath, Grief, Ghost, Fear, I really hope y'all can see these because I'm not looking in the camera. But I really like her artwork. Again, these are very vibrant cards. And they've got the fall-like colors to them. They're like those cards that are like not glossy but not matte either. They're like in between. So they kind of glare a little bit, but not as much as other glossy decks do. And they feel really nice. Very comfortable cards to shuffle with. This is the indie version of this deck. So this is the version before she went and started having it published through the larger publisher. So this is what my guidebook looks like. If you get it from Amazon right now, it might be slightly different. I'm not sure. Because sometimes when the publishers agree to publish the deck, they have some changes made. This is what my box looks like. So yours might be slightly different when you order the mass produced version of it, but it should be fairly the same. Okay, and now we have the Crow Tarot, which is by the same creator. Okay. So I really like this tarot deck, especially when you need to get straight to the point, okay? And this will be good to use for Halloween. These are nice thick cards. I don't have too many Halloween tarot decks because I just don't like a lot of the ones that are out. So this isn't just for Halloween, but you can use it for Halloween, okay? It will work well. The colors will work well with your Halloween themed decks. So we got Judgment. I'm just going to go through the cards. Okay, you can pause on any card that you want to see a little bit longer. The Magician, love that one. It is a little bit hard to shuffle this if you have smaller hands, because the card stock is very nice quality, and sometimes the ones that are a little bit nicer quality are a little bit harder to shuffle because they're thicker, they're not as flexible, but they last longer. So, you know, if you use your cards a lot, you want them to last. And like I said, this deck gets straight to the point. It's not a whole lot of fluff. It's not a whole lot of fluff in this deck. But I like that. I got a whole lot of Capricorn in my birth chart, so y'all know I like to get to the point. I don't need all the fluff, okay? So that is the Crow Tarot. This is what the back, I don't know if I showed y'all. This is what the back looks like. She gives some pretty good meanings to the cards. I don't usually use guidebooks, but every once in a while I do like to look at the guidebooks just to see if people have different interpretations than what I do. And I've found that I really like her interpretations. Okay, so that's the Crow Tarot. Next we got Santa Morte Tarot. They also have a Santa Morte Oracle. I don't have that. I actually just got this deck not too long ago, and a lot of people have been asking me, people that watch my readings have been asking where or what deck is that. Okay, so it's the Santa Morte Tarot, and I'm gonna pause y'all for a minute because I have a video I need to upload really quick, so hold on. All right, y'all, so this is the Santa Morte Tarot, and I really like the box. It's cute. I like things that are cute and aesthetically pleasing. This is the guidebook, okay? This guidebook is in several different languages. I know Italian is one of them. I don't know what the other languages are. This is by Fabio Listrani and I believe Lo Scarabeo as well. I always say that person's name wrong. Yeah, Lo Scarabeo. Okay, and then the artwork is by Fabio Listrani. So Lo Scarabeo, and I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but their decks always have multiple languages. This is a nice card stock here, okay? So this is what the backs of the cards look like. Let me zoom in a little bit. But yeah, people really like these cards. They have been commenting on my videos lately, like, what deck is that? And this deck has been out for a while. I just recently became interested in it. I really wasn't interested in it when it first came out. I was more interested in getting decks that had people of color in them, because at that time there weren't a lot of decks for people of color. But now that I have built up my collection with those type of decks, I'm going back and adding other types of decks to make my collection more diverse. So yeah, this came out, I believe, years ago, but I just now became interested in this deck. This is the perfect tarot deck to use for Halloween though. The other ones I don't really like as far as Halloween decks, because they're either too dark or too whimsical. I think this is nice and in between. It's got some darker energies, but it's whimsical at the same time. It's not depressing. Okay, so I think it's a nice balanced deck. Very nice card stock, like I said. This one has vibrant colors as well. It is on the shinier side, so it does glare a bit, but it's that material that's like glossy and matte at the same time. Love, love, love this card right here. This is not necessarily traditional Rider-Waite, so some of the cards are going to have a little bit different meanings than the traditional Rider-Waite, which is fine with me. I just think that adds variety to the readings. So yeah, Santa Morte Tarot, and then they do have a Santa Morte Oracle. I just don't have that. I don't know if I'm going to get that one or not. I'll have to look at a deck review of it. This is a deck that I got from Etsy. So from Mystic Moon Oracles, I got this years ago, the Dark Night of the Soul Tarot. If you are wanting to do a shadow reading for Halloween, this would be good. It is a darker deck, okay, because it's a shadow deck. But it has keywords as well as the names of the Rider-Waite names of the cards. They have switched up some of the names. So like the suits are not cups, pentacles, wands, and swords. They're like decay, rage, fire, I think, and torment, sorrow. I don't know. They renamed the suits. So sometimes it's hard to figure out what suit you're looking at. Like the 8 of Decay is the 8 of Pentacles. So you have to try to remember, like, and I don't think they give you a book or anything to tell you which is which. So you kind of have to figure it out on your own. Like rage, oh, I think that's fire. 5 of rage, 5 of fire. You know, you kind of have to figure it out on your own. Dictator of torment, I don't know if that's swords or wands. I don't know. I think the fire is wand. See, you get what I'm saying? You got to try to remember. That's the only thing I don't like. I think sorrow, 7 of sorrow, I believe that's cups. Torment, I don't know if that's the swords or not. I'm going to say it's the swords, and I'm going to say rage is wands. So imp of sorrow, that would be page of cups. You just kind of have to figure that out, though. That's the only thing I could say I would have to warn you about with this deck. But it is great for Halloween, especially if you're wanting to do shadow readings, because this is more of a shadow, darker deck. It is going to cost more than normal decks because it is an independent or an indie deck. So the cost for the creator to have it printed is a lot higher because it's not, they don't have a mass publisher behind them that can pay to have this mass produced. So therefore the cost is going to be higher. Okay, you know, the Etsy decks can run from like $40 to $100 or something like that because of the cost for a small business to have it printed. I know because I have created my own deck. Let's look at my deck as one of my decks as an honorable mention. This one is not $100. I don't have it on my site yet. I have my website down, but I'll be putting my website back up. This is the Dreams Revealed Oracle. I think, you know, it's a nice color scheme to use for Halloween. This is for your dreams. So to figure out what your dreams, what messages you're receiving in your dreams. My focus is more so on the words, the key words. So yeah, we've got cards with keywords, and then we've got some cards with images as well. Like soul retrieval are some of the words. Be mindful of the content you consume. You know, I really tried to use words that mean something. You're on the right path. Inner child trauma. This is a guidance type deck. Confirmation, work-life balance. So this is to understand what your dreams are trying to guide you to do or tell you to do. I think another honorable mention would be the Voices of the Souls Oracle. Nice color scheme for Halloween. Physical pain, reproach, warning message, spiritual message, fears, repression, freedom, learning, source. It's not me. I think this is good messages. Okay, burden of tears, education, loss, soon. So if you need cards for direction in your readings for Halloween, you can add these cards to your readings. Anger, duality, secrets, calm, abundance. These can be used for like clarifiers. So that's why they're honorable mentions, because they're not necessarily extremely karma. Like, you wouldn't just think, ooh, Halloween when you see them. But the color schemes of these decks can work for Halloween readings, okay? Another one is the Egyptian Star Oracle. Got some really nice keywords. Melancholy and sadness, chaos, conflict and war, spiritual struggles, journey through life, harvesting rewards. This is about, this is an Egyptian deck, and you know they're big on how they bury their dead, Book of the Dead, all of that. So yeah, this would be good for, you know, clarifiers if you're doing a Halloween reading, because it's got some burgundies. You know, a lot of these decks have burgundies in them. Removal of obstacles, new beginnings, jubilation, protection from dangers, destruction of enemies. All right, so just some honorable mentions for you all. So that's what I have for the Halloween decks, okay? The ones that I'm really feeling right now are the new ones that I got, which are the Santa Morte Oracle, and then I really like this Seasons of the Witch, and I really like this Dia de los Muertos Oracle, and then of course I'm always gonna love this one, the Halloween Oracle. Okay, so thank you for taking the time to watch. Do you have any decks that you all like to use for Halloween? Let us know in the comment section. We may want to check those out. Maybe a deck that I have already. If you want to purchase any of these decks, I will put the links to Amazon in the description box. And I hope you have a great day. Please like, share, and subscribe. Toodles. Hey y'all, of course I would forget one honorable mention, okay? This is the Citadel, a fantasy oracle deck. Y'all can use this for Halloween as well. This is like a what do you call those, archetype deck, okay? So we've got the shepherd, the merchant, self-worth, trade, okay? So it's got an archetype, and then it has keywords as well, so you can use these for careers, archetypes, to see what people's strengths are. We got the runaway, the spy master, the thief, the pilgrim, the sleeper, the storyteller, the archer, the pathless, adventurer, masquerade, hiding your true self, projection, the muse, the orator, queen, catalyst, the miser, the musician, the alchemist, the weaver, the sailor, the vengeance, the botanist, the painter, the fate, the warrior, the tailor, the witch, the gambler, the acolyte, the poet, new projects and learning. I was like, what is the acolyte? The hound, the heir, the puppeteer, the patron, the founder, the aspirant, the captain, the walker, the forgotten, the wise one, the assassin, the chiromancer, the herald, the brawler, the sentinel. So yeah, I like these colors. The color scheme, I believe, goes well, the burgundies and the blacks, with Halloween, okay? And then it's a cute little shape. You gotta kind of learn how to shuffle it when you have small hands, but nice shape, nice box. Y'all know I love cute boxes. Nice foil on the cards as well as the box. Foiling, okay? So it's not just gilded, but it has foiling on the cards as well. So yeah, I had to come back because I forgot to mention this Citadel Fantasy Oracle. Okay, y'all, so I really am done this time. So once again, thank you for taking the time to watch. I'm over here knocking everything over. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and have a great day. Toodles.